enemies have been eliminated. That's one way.
Hello everyone, I'm Garbo, and today we're going to talk about the KA-30. So let's hop right into it. The changes they have made is the KA-30's hip fire accuracy has been reduced and the aim down sight accuracy has been increased. That doesn't seem like a lot, but when you actually start playing with the KA-30, you start to realize I don't know if they really made it better, or I don't feel like it's any different than the KA was before they did these changes. That medium to long range, like once you start trying to hit shots that are in the long range territory, it becomes extremely hard to hit the KA shots. Even with the aim down sight accuracy increase, the recoil is really jumpy. I feel like this is the most recoil weapon right now compared to Sahara and Hydra. I think it has the more bounce to it than all the other ARs. However, I do feel like that this AR still hits really hard, and if you're in that medium range and you can know how to control the recoil by keeping it down onto their chest or headshots, this weapon is gnarly. It does hit a lot of good shots. It does put a lot of people in the dirt. It does make them like freak out, because again, you're hitting them really hard. I mean, you're hitting them for, I don't know, for medium or close range. It feels like it's 32 damage. It's not, but in most areas it does hit extremely hard. The hip fire is absurd. If anybody is playing close range with you, it's almost guaranteed that they're going to get wrecked. It doesn't always happen. There are always those opportunity moments where it does happen to you, where you get wrecked. But I mean, it's hard. I'm telling you, I don't feel like I lose a lot of engagements with the KA-30 on the hip fire shot. I don't know if that's against other SMGs. I feel like there's been a couple SMG moments where I've wrecked with it and I beat people with it, but then there's other moments where I don't. But I do feel like in the hip fire territory, it's extremely strong. I do feel like it doesn't have a crazy bloom when it's hip firing, so like pretty much where you aim is where it's going to hit, and it's going to do its job for you. Other than that, do I feel like it needs adjusted? Yes, I feel like another adjustment on another weapon. I feel like the recoil needs to be tightened up a little bit. Again, it's really jumpy to the point that like I almost cannot control the recoil on long range shots. And that's not saying that I should just get good. I probably should just get good and learn with it, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't need to be adjusted, because it's really hard. It's extremely hard. It's not for an average player to a player that's beginning trying to control that weapon. It would be pretty hard for them. They probably won't even know what's going on, the way it jumps up in the air when it's shooting. However, that's all I feel it needs. I feel like the recoil is actually pretty. I mean, I like how it's jumpy, but again, if they would just tighten it up a little bit, I would be okay with it. Again, the hip fire is amazing. I feel like it's in the in-between. I win some engagements, I lose some engagements, and that's how it should be with an AR. You shouldn't, there's no AR should you be able to just wreck in all stages, like the Mark IV, for example, where it just wrecks in every stage. The hip firing, the aim down sight, long range, there's no recoil to it, there's no bloom on it, where with this weapon, it does have some strengths and it does have some weaknesses. Like short range to mid range is where this weapon is going to exceed. Once it gets to long range, you're kind of pushing for it. I know it's an AR and it's meant to be for long range type style weaponry, but this AR in particular, I feel you should play a little closer to medium style ranges with it. That way you're guaranteed to be able to control your recoil on the bodies, and you're able to actually get your downs instead of aiming down sight, missing a lot of shots, and not understanding why you can't control the recoil. Because in all reality, I don't feel like this AR is truly meant to be a long range AR. I feel like this is more of a medium range to short range AR. I wouldn't even say short range, because again, it feels great in the medium, so I'm just going to say it's medium range, and that's where you should keep the shots. You should keep them in the mid range. Once you start going long again, it gets real hard to control the weapon. But y'all let me know in the comment section down below, what do y'all think about the KA-30? Do you think the KA-30 is amazing long range and I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know how to control the recoil, or is the KA medium range the best and the long range is pretty bad? Maybe they should tighten up the recoil just a little bit. Like I said, maybe they tighten it up. It might actually make the long range a little bit easier to control and use the KA with, but right now it just seems like the long range is really hard to do. If y'all haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, I appreciate if y'all do one of those things. I'm always trying to upload content every chance that I get, and the like, subscribe motivates me to make more content. Alright guys, if y'all have any questions for me, y'all can be sure to ask me in the comment section down below. I hope y'all have a fantastic day, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Peace out, and y'all have a fantastic day.
Nice work, team. Check's in the mail.
Woo, we blew the doors down.